aquaponics system update. So we're now getting brand new, regular, healthy leaves, nice and thick. Look how thick that is. You can tell. Almost like a succulent. So we're past the small leaf phase. Okay. So these small leaves are when it was transitioning over. Ooh, that smells so good. This piece of wood here is just to stop these from floating around, so it just keeps them in position. This is holy basil right here. It's getting its real normal leaves. So we're getting all some just beautiful, beautiful regular leaves now. Look at this. The mint is happy now. That one's a water mint. I had it in the front yard. The plant's dead now. Too much water. Crazy. But these are actually going, and they look like this in the dirt in the front yard too, so maybe I just have a weird variety of mint going right there. There's a seed here growing. Oh, this guy got sunketed. Let me put him over here. Oh, actually, is he even in? No, he's not even in it. Whatever, I'll put him back. She might get some roots, but something's growing right there. I think that's another seed that started to grow. So I'm gonna clip some. It's really kind of too hot for me to be cloning with this method. I need to bring them inside, get roots, and then put them out here. But these first ones are doing pretty good. Now, these are some peppermints. Peppermint. They got roots underneath going pretty good now. The Thai basil. They're starting to root off. So these are actually, I drilled a 2-inch funnel. So the other side of this is 2 inches big and a funnel. So the roots are actually starting to grab the roughness of it, which I like. See? So doing pretty good. I got that going and that going. Those are both off of the same pump. But I might need to replace that pump because it's old. But now from the $99 I spent on it, now it's $300 for the same fucking pump. I am using this pump, which is getting noisier and noisier every day, to run the biofilter over here. So I made a mistake, and I normally use Dawn soap and I drop it in here just to drop some of the solids. I've never had issues. Well, I used a non-Dawn soap that said it was environmentally friendly. It's that environmentally friendly. Killed the fish that made it inside of here. I had to dump drain. You'll see there's some mosquito eaters in here. They're doing good still. Gonna get going, but they didn't like it. So this right here, this is not environmentally friendly. 1 teaspoon killed the fish in here. So normally I put a teaspoon of Dawn soap and it settles out the solids and then I can drain it. Never hurt my fish ever. Hundreds of times I've used it. This just destroyed my fish if it were in here. You guys are doing good. So you can see them, they're right there. They're doing good, see? But this pump right now is dedicated to filter. And then the other pump that's got the 2 outlets, this one's going over there, and then the other one's going right here for constant aeration. And this is actually working pretty good besides the whoops. So this fills up to here and then drains back through, pulling the water through all that polyfill over there. So it's pulling fresh oxygenated air through that. This is at an angle. This is at a slant all the way to the bottom right here. The drain pipe is on this side of it. So all the water pulls through the top, up, down, up, down. I have an air pump right here that is solar powered. So during the day, this thing's going right here. So just a little extra in case that that dies. I don't get funk going in there. And then my babies. Here's my nursery, unintentional nursery. So these guys right here, watch this, boom. Well, I fed these guys earlier, so they might not attack that lake. Oh, there you go. They're healthy. Healthy little darts. Look at those guys go. There's probably a few hundred in here. They all made their way from this hose. From this tank here. I fed these guys earlier, so they might not be hungry also. But this was the secondary tank. This tank overflows into that tank. There's a few of the rosies in here. You can see all the babies in the bottom down there, just going crazy. There's PVC pipes. I had two strains of those in here, but I put the other one in the swimming pool over there to see if the rosies will breed. So, yeah, this one's doing really good. Let's get some more num-nums for these guys. I don't normally talk on these videos, but... So, these guys right here. What is this? Why is there trash here? It's not trash. It sits on that pipe. And then I feed them. And that stops my food from going down the drain. So can we see them? There are 3 plecostomuses in the bottom of this. Very large. It's hard to see them though. There's usually one on that corner over there and one in this corner over here. Oh, there's the big mamas. The little black spot on the bottom and the fatness, that's a mama. Let's see, can we get them to play with us? These are the mosquito eater fish. Again, I already fed them earlier, so. And then here's where most of the babies end up. This is the sump, and this thing got topped off in the last rain. It's got a little pond pump there with filtration. This goes back to that IBC there, and the IBC just from the garden hose fluctuate, make sure the water levels are equalized between the two. Oops, she just grabbed a big old bite. Oop, another big bite. And then that gets that high. It's pretty much as high as this PVC pipe is here. And then goes into here. I do have the capability of siphoning if I plug that hole. But right now, since I have so much water, I don't need to do that. And some of you ask, why do I not have tilapia? Well, tilapia, to raise them out, it's like $2.50 a pound when you sell them. It's not worth it. I don't know who thinks that's worth any kind of money, because it's not. They grow them out a few months, 3 to 4 months. These fish right here are worth $2 a piece as is. And they're live breeders. And free food. They eat the mosquitoes. I don't have to feed them. Most of these I don't feed that much. At night, you'll see them all sitting at the surface, and they are just drilling the mosquitoes. So that is my update. I still need to clean, but it's too hot out here for me. So there's my helpers who greatly destroyed my polyfill, and it's all over the yard. She'd be sleeping. This is Red. This is Old Girl. This is Rolo. This is Red Sister, Princess. She's just chilling. And they really like to dig underneath these because they're nice and cool with the water. But that's the system update. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. So, thank you. I guess, if you like these videos, let me know. Or if you want to see something, if you want me to try something, let me know. I'll put this on Aquaponics HD, on Review This, Test That. Maybe my personal also. I would love to see the 4 algae eaters and the Plecostomus I put in this last week, but I'll probably never be able to see them again unless I drain or do something wrong here or one of them dies. I'm gonna try to go find some colorful fish to put in here today. My plants are happy. They got the nutrients they need. I don't see any deficiencies in them anymore. They're not getting the small leaves. They're all got nice root growth. So maybe we'll go buy some new plants and transplant them in here today too. But yeah, you can see the roots here. And the baby fish swim around in those roots. They pick the algae off of it. It's a safe haven for them. It's also bacteria grows on those roots too. So they actually get the nitrates, nitrox, everything getting just delivered right at the root system. So these plants don't worry about having to have nitrates anymore, and they just start focusing on growth, and your nodes just get so tight. Look at that node before it. Look at that, about 1.5 to 2 inch nodes in between the new leaves. Now we're just like as dense as it can grow, it's gonna grow. So they're gonna turn from looking into like just a regular basil plant to looking like it's a tree or a bush. So I look forward to that. Normally I've done, at least at home, I've done media beds, which just get kind of annoying. You can say, hey look, some mosquito eater babies in here. But yeah, I've done media bed with the expensive hydrotone or the clay pellet beads things. I've done a constant flow right there to that PVC pipe where I had roots 4 feet long. Got to the point I couldn't even pull them out and it was clogging. I think this right here is the best low maintenance system. It costs you power. This probably cost me like $80 a month for the power. Oh, look what I found. I found my snail. It's alive. The other one died. The other snail died. Unless I see him, I put him in here, but he wasn't looking too good. He was floating. I think it got sick. But anyways, yeah, I think this is the best. This swimming pool, under $400. Water, I don't have to worry about quick fluctuations in temperature. It gets a decent current, but not too much current going. Very thick. These walls are as thick as any actual aquaponics system I've put together with one of these that's meant for aquaponics. IBCs are cheap, and this filter system's working perfect. I'm having no nitrate issues. I have 400 plus fish in there, but yeah. You can see the aeration going on. It's about to pull a drain, but yeah. Thank you. And hope you enjoyed the quick tour today. My Rosie say hi. My Basil says hi. And now I say bye.